Welcome to Transcend Money Community. My name is Tony, and today's video we are going to analyze the price of Bitcoin and strategies to daily make profits. And I'm going to share my trades also in leverage markets. So we're going to start with the price of Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin is now in a very interesting situation because we are pushing a resistance that is really strong. We are going to fight the yellow box, and this yellow box is the key to go for the bullish market in Bitcoin. If the price of Bitcoin manages to break the yellow box and then bounce here in the 31,000, let's say, Bitcoin becomes bullish. Why? Because we have all these regions where that makes this yellow box super strong resistance. But if we break this resistance, then what we have is a strong support, a really strong support that is almost guaranteed, or with a high degree of probabilities, then Bitcoin will not break that. Or at least we have a very strong sign that the direction of Bitcoin, right, like happened here, right? So the price of Bitcoin went down very fast, and this was a super strong support. If we go into the short term, and then I'm going to try to share with you my strategy right now. Today I was in the swimming pool and I was thinking, and then I realized that the traders, the daily traders, what we are, the daily traders, we are a liquidity pool. In fact, we bring liquidity to the market in the pair we choose, right? If we do BTC USDT, we are liquidity pool for BTC and USDT. So my strategy is I'm gonna tweak my strategy to be like a liquidity pool, right? Checking the SEX, the centralized exchange, right? So if I believe the Bitcoin is gonna go higher, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy as much Bitcoin I can to sell it higher, right? So my proportion of Bitcoin with USDT will go higher BTC. But instead, if what I think, maybe right now, that the price of Bitcoin is gonna have difficulties to break the resistance, so maybe it's gonna be soon overbought, sorry. So what I'm gonna increase my proportion in USDT compared with BTC. So if the price of Bitcoin is dropping, so then I have an asset that people with BTC they want, that is the USDT, and then sell it for Bitcoins that are cheaper, right? So I will show you later my strategy with the Excel file. Now for the Bitcoin price. So what we can see, yesterday we were mentioning these support lines or trend lines, the blue one and the white one. And we were saying that a good sign for Bitcoin will be like bounce in this point in 27,500, because yesterday the liquidation map for leverage markets was showing that 27 there were very probable because the market was too bullish. And we'll check now, because now today at this time is even more bullish. This time, which is this time, I'm 11:29 UTC plus 8, so Bali time. And yes, so that's what Bitcoin did. And not just that, right now is breaking what is now this trend line, the resistance, right? Let me show you for the new people from where these trend lines are coming. And these trend lines are coming from the beginning of the year, okay, from this. Let me show you very fast, and then we'll go to, you see, all these levels of torches, and this is daily, okay? So if we go in now to the short term, and here if we go in hourly, also we'll see support levels. But right now we are interested in this region, that is where we can trade, right? So in this region, what we can see is that the price of Bitcoin is showing power because it's bouncing in this support level. And how is the volume? The volume is low. So the volume is low. Be careful because this can be a trick from the market makers. But right now, I think it's a good sign, it's bullish sign that the price of Bitcoin bounced here. The liquidation map is saying that, yeah, can go up to 28 something, maybe 28,500. But because these are liquidation for shorts, right? And this region is liquidation for longs. So I think we can have a bounce and we can even try to go for again to try the 28,500, but I think the probabilities to get rejected are very high. And so I'm going to show you my strategy, my thoughts about that. And if we're going to test the 28,500, then the price can have a big correction and going to liquidate all these longs until maybe 26 or 26,500, probably 26,500 or 27. So this is more or less like yesterday, but today we have a hole here for the 27,330. So maybe it's not going to be one wave going down, maybe it's going to be 3 waves. You know that from my perspective is almost impossible to be 100% sure where is going the price because it's decided in real time by the emotions of the traders and the market makers, right? So I want to be in my new strategy is going to be in a situation where I can take profit if the market is going up or down, or maybe not profit in any situation, but that is not hitting me very hard if the market is going against me. Okay, so yeah, for me the high probability is that it's trying again to touch this resistance, and then we'll do like M pattern. That is not good. It's not good. It's bearish, and then I think probably is gonna go to test to go for some liquidity, as I said, at 27. I think 27 is the most logical point to go to take liquidity because we have all this support. If we're going down 27, like 26,600 or 26,300, or even lower, 26,139, I think in this region we'll go again to the bearish market if we're going below the 27,000, in my opinion. Of course, it will depend of the volume, but that's my opinion. I think the most probable scenario is we try again. We try again, and that's basically a 2% move. That at 10x in leverage markets can be like 20%. It's not bad, but there is some risk here, I think. So that's my thoughts on Bitcoin, and you know, I will show you also my positions right now, and but first I want to analyze Ethereum Bitcoin, the universe of Ethereum and Bitcoin, and this is Binance, and you know that I have a position here right now at 0.0669, and that was a pity because it didn't enter in KuCoin because it was very fast, this drop. But yeah, I have to really consider this position, just the entry price, right? Because I had like $12,000 to buy Ethereum with Bitcoin at that price I mentioned previously, and so I think it's not gonna go so low now, and I have to reconsider this position during today. I will explain you in a Spanish video, and tomorrow morning for me I will explain you in the English video, because you know now I'm doing 2 videos, one in my morning in English and one in my evening in Spanish. So this position maybe I have to raise a little bit higher the price, because right now we are in 0.068, and I don't think we're gonna go so down here, so maybe I'm gonna raise it to 0.67. Okay, so that's the thing. And right now my positions, so what I'm trying to do, and today I was thinking about this newer strategy about just trading, day trading with the perspective of liquidity pool. So because, for example, if I'm going to assets right now, I have 1 Bitcoin in KuCoin and 1 Bitcoin in BitGet approximately. And you will ask me why you have 2 exchanges. So this is basically to distribute the risk. So if one exchange fail, I'm going to the other one. And I'm not saying that this KuCoin or BitGet, they can go to bankruptcy. But what I'm saying is like the world can go to bankruptcy. So even if US can go to bankruptcy, you will tell me, right? So this is to increase security. Also, you know that I don't like Ledger now because they open the firmware to move the private keys to the computer and the computer to internet and giving your private keys to third parties. So I took out everything from Ledger and I'm gonna move it to Trezor. I'm waiting for that. You have links down below if you want to change from Ledger to Trezor, or if you have a lot of crypto and you want even more secure than Trezor, military level, great. You have the link down below for the most secure cold wallet in the world right now available. So yeah, it's very tricky to control all your crypto, but let's say funding. I think here I have basically Bitcoin, and in trading I have Bitcoin, yes. And then in BitGet I have Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah, in a spot I have Bitcoin and Ethereum. And in futures I have a little bit, but basically I have Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, and then I have here to buy $1,560 of Bitcoin if the price is going to 26, if I remember well. So anyway, yeah, 26. Anyway, so what I'm trying to explore right now is to be a liquidity pool. And in some way, what I'm gonna try to every day see which is my overall position in the market and which assets I have to trade, and consider which is my best position for what is coming. Because as day trader, what I think is basically we are rotating between assets, right? So what we're doing is like buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin. Or what we're doing, in fact, more precisely, is swapping between assets, right? So we change Bitcoin for Ethereum or Bitcoin for USDT, and we're rotating, right? So that's very similar to a liquidity pool in a DEX, right? And so, for example, let's say I would like to think with you together, and then I'm gonna stop the video because maybe it's gonna be too long. But now the channel is starting, so I don't think it's so critical. So what I'm trying to see is, for example, let's say today we're going from 30 to 31, let's say. So let's say we have here some volatility in the price of Bitcoin, right? So as day trading, we cannot predict exactly what is going to price, because suddenly it can change. Suddenly some big market maker can change, or we can have some news from the world or whatever, and we can have a big change, right? But we're going by probabilities. So if we start here, let's say, and now I believe we're gonna have a rejection from the 28,500. So I want to make a strategy. I want to have a position in the market where I can take profit of this situation, right? So if I believe this is gonna be what is gonna happen, let's say, so basically that the price is gonna be whatever, touch here and go down, and I don't know exactly where down. And not just that, if not that tomorrow is going to be a new day and something new is going to happen. So what I'm trying to say is, like, if I have Bitcoin, right? Let's say 1 Bitcoin. So I can have 1 Bitcoin and 0 USDT. So what with that, obviously, what we are is bullish in Bitcoin because we expect to swap, to change Bitcoin for USDT in the future. So if we bought, let's say, Bitcoin with $1,000, we expect to sell that Bitcoin for $2,000 in the future, right? But that's one strategy, and that means we are 100% bullish on Bitcoin, right? And that makes sense because Bitcoin, historically, from 2013, the minimum increase of price respect USDT or USD is 70% annually, right? So that could be a good strategy. But what about if instead of that we're doing like 80%, 20%? So we have 80% of our assets in Bitcoin, 20% in USDT. So in case the market has a big move, so we can take profit of that, right? And anyway, most of people, we are not moving all the assets, right? So we are sitting on it. So I think is what the liquidity pool is doing, right? Normally they have 50%. So if there is a big move, you can take profit. Meaning you have, let's say, 0.5 Bitcoins and $50,000. And then if the price of Bitcoin is going down very fast, we can buy Bitcoins and waiting for the price of Bitcoin to go up. That's another age we have, right? If history proves us that from 2013 the price of Bitcoin is going, there is a trend line, sorry, I have to be more specific. There is a trend line with an increase of price of 70%, of course we can have a big movement. So we should be more bullish than bearish, right? And also another thing to consider is the speed, how fast we can rotate these assets to make profit, right? Another thing I want to consider, and I will show you my system while I'm every day spending a lot of time to fine-tune this system of trading. So yeah, so for example, right now, I think one strategy, if I believe the price is gonna go up, one strategy will be to buy more Bitcoins and then sell them here. But I have to assign a probability that this happened. And I think this probability is lower than the one if we are here to go down. So I think we'll be a better position to wait for the Bitcoin price to go this high and then expect go down. So maybe one strategy will be to sell a little bit in 28,500 and then sell very fast. Because, for example, let's say 1%, so let's assume that we have 2 Bitcoins. So 1% change in price for 2 Bitcoins is $500. 2% is 1,000. 3% is 1,600. You get the point. So if the price of Bitcoin is going down, let's say to this support, is 1.9%, so almost 2%. Obviously, I'm not gonna sell the full 2 Bitcoins, but what that means is if we sell part of our Bitcoins at that price, we can have profits. And not just that, so right now, if the price of Bitcoin we have here is going up here first, so that means our Bitcoins appreciate 2%, right? So if we're going up from here, we're gonna make $1,000, right? If we have 2 Bitcoins. So now we have 1,000, our asset, if we have Bitcoins, it's worth it $1,000 extra. So maybe we can sell $1,000 here and wait for the price of Bitcoin to go down, and we can rebuy here some Bitcoins with low risk we can buy extra 2% of that $1,000, right? That's one strategy I'm thinking. So little by little, I'm gonna explain my fine-tune system, and probably the English channel, because I want to improve my fluency in English and how to do the video. So maybe I'm gonna do yeah, Bitcoin analysis, but also I'm gonna explain you my thoughts or my thoughts about the new strategies I'm evaluating to make profits every day. So yeah, if you don't have an account in BitGet or KuCoin or Bybit, Bybit is my favorite one, but you have to do KYC. So KuCoin or BitGet, you can go down below and you have the links with the benefits of the transfer money community, and also you have the hardware wallets. And don't forget, we have a Discord group in English, and also a Telegram group that I have to change the Telegram group because I think it's in Spanish now, the link. But we have these two groups that you can go down below and you can join the Discord group. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good luck with your trades, and see you soon. See you in the next video.